Hello everyone, welcome back to the new lecture. So in this lecture, we'll discuss about overview of HVAC system. After the end of this lecture, you would be able to understand what is heating, ventilation, air conditioning. Then we'll discuss about the air filtration and purification. Then we'll discuss about the control and thermostat. After that, we'll discuss ductwork and distribution system. So let's start. So now let's discuss about an overview of an HVAC system. So all of you know that HVAC stands for heating, ventilation and air conditioning, and it refers to the technology of indoor environmental comfort. Okay, HVAC systems are designed to control and regulate the temperature, humidity, air quality and airflow within building, vehicle and other enclosed spaces. Because our main target is what? We have to make the comfort environmental inside the indoor. Okay, so if you control or if you maintain the temperature, humidity, air quality and airflow within the building as per human comfort, so it will better for us. Okay, so this is our main target. So now here we have to discuss about an overview of HVAC system. In that, first is heating. So what do you understand by heating? Heating is a fundamental component of HVAC systems, essential for maintaining indoor thermal comfort during colder season. Okay, so there are three types of heating system. What are that? First one is furnaces. So all of you know that furnaces are the most common heating system in a residential setting. They can be powered by natural gas, propane, oil or electricity. So furnace heats air by burning fuel within a combustion chamber. The heated air is then circulated throughout the building via ductwork. Okay, so this is the first types of heating system, furnaces. Second one, boilers. So here what happened, boiler heat water or generates steam, which is then circulated through pipes to provide heat to radiators, baseboard heaters or radiant floor system. So boiler system are commonly used in both residential and commercial building, providing efficient and even heat distributions. Okay, now the third types of heating system is heat pump. Heat pump, you can say heat pumps are versatile system that can provide both heating and cooling by transferring heat between the indoor and outdoor environment. So in heating mode, a heat pump extract heat from the outdoor air and transfer it indoor. And in cooling mode, what happen? It reverses this process to remove heat from indoor and release it outdoors. Okay, so in this way heat pumps will work. Now we have to discuss about the components of heating system. So basically we have the component of a heating system can vary, okay, depending on the types of heating system being used, such as a furnace, boiler or heat pumps. So here I will show you the common component found in various heating system. In that, first is what? Heat source. So for heat source, generally we are using furnace, boilers, heat pump. Okay, as I told you, in a furnace the heat source is typically a burner fueled by natural gas, propane, oil or electricity. The burner heats the air within a combustion chamber. When you go for boiler, so boiler heat water or produce steam using gas, oil or electricity. So the heat source in a boiler system is often a burner or electric heating elements. When you go for heat pump, so heat pump, all of you know heat pump transfer heat from one location to another using refrigerant. So in heating mode, they extract heat from outdoor air, ground or water sources. Okay, so the first component of heating system is heat source. Second one is distribution system. So for that we are using duct work. Okay, For forced air heating system like furnaces and heat pump, ductwork distribute heated air throughout the building. And sometimes we are using radiator, baseboard heater. Okay, so boiler circulate hot water or steam through pipes to radiator or baseboard heater, which then radiate heat into the room. Okay, and air handler also we are using in heat pump system. Generally the air handler circulated heated air through ductwork or blows it directly into the living space. Okay, so this is the second component. And the third one is thermostat. So thermostat control the heating system by regulating the temperature in the building. Okay, so it senses the temperature and signal the heating system to turn on or off to maintain the desired temperature. Okay, so this is the main purpose. Fourth one is venting and exhaust system. So furnaces and boilers require proper venting system to safely remove combustion byproducts such as carbon monoxide. Exhaust vent direct these byproduct outdoors. Okay, so here the next component, venting and exhaust systems. Okay, so these are the components of heating systems. Now the second one which we have to discuss here is ventilation. So what is ventilation? Try to understand here. Ventilation system ensure proper air exchange between indoor and outdoor environment to maintain air quality and remove pollutant. So in simple language you can say ventilation is what? Providing outside air inside or inside air outside to improve indoor air quality. That is why we are just giving the ventilation. Okay. So here basically there are two types of ventilation. Okay, first one is mechanical ventilation and second one is natural ventilation. So in mechanical ventilation generally what happen? Mechanical system use fan to bring in fresh outdoor air and exhaust stale indoor air. In natural ventilation, this natural ventilation utilizes windows, vents, and building design to facilitate airflow without mechanical systems. Okay, now the third one which we have to discuss here is air conditioning. So air conditioning is what? Air conditioning is a critical component of HVAC system which is responsible for cooling indoor spaces and maintaining comfortable temperature during hot weather. Okay, so here also we have a different types of air conditioning. Basically three types of air conditioning is there. In that, first is central air conditioning system. So in central air conditioning system, here generally what happen, we are using the refrigerant to cool air and distribute it through ductwork to various room. Okay, second types of air conditioning is ductless mini split AC system. Okay, so in this system you can say this ductless mini split system consists of an outdoor compressor or condenser unit and one or more indoor air handling unit. They are ideal for spaces without ductwork. Okay, then next we have a window and portable ACs. So these are stand-alone unit that are placed in windows or room to cool smaller spaces. Okay, so this is all about an air conditioning. Now we have to discuss about the components of air conditioning. So the components of an air conditioning system can vary depending on the types of system such as central air conditioning, ductless mini split system or window units. So here I will show you the common components found in most air conditioning system. Okay, so in that the first one is compressor and condenser. All of you know the compressor is located where? Is located in the outdoor unit of the system and is responsible for compressing the refrigerant gas, increasing its pressure and temperature. Then we are using the condenser coil. This is the another component of air conditioning. So the condenser coil is also located in the outdoor unit and is responsible for dissipating heat from the refrigerant, causing it to condense from a gas to a liquid. Okay. Next component is given here, evaporator coil. So what is the main purpose of this evaporator coil? So the evaporator coil is generally located in the indoor unit, okay, and it's responsible for absorbing heat from indoor air as the refrigerant evaporates, cooling the air in the process. Okay. Next is component refrigerant lines. Refrigerant lines, you can say that this refrigerant line connect the indoor and outdoor unit, allowing a refrigerant to flow between them. So this line carry the refrigerant in its liquid and vapor states. Okay. Then we have a expansion valve. This is the next component of air conditioning. So this expansion valve is generally located near the indoor evaporator coil and regulates the flow of refrigerant into the coil, controlling the cooling process. Okay. So this is all about the component of air conditioning. Next, which we have to discuss is air filtration. Okay. So here air filters, generally for what purpose we are using? Here we are using different types of filters. So this air filters remove dust, allergens and other particulates from the air, improving indoor air quality. Okay. So it is written, air filters remove dust, allergens and other particulates from the air, improving the indoor air quality. To improve the indoor air quality, generally we are using different types of filters, okay, to remove the dust and other. Next we have a air purification. So air purifier use technology like UVC light, HEPA filters or activated carbon to further clean the air by removing bacteria or viruses, odor and volatile organic compounds. In short, you can say VOC. Okay. Okay, so now the next component is showing here, control and thermostat. So this thermostat, generally why we are using, all of you know, thermostat regulate temperature by sensing the ambient temperature and activating heating or cooling system as needed. So here generally we are using smart thermostat. These devices offer advanced feature like programmable schedules, remote access via smartphone apps and learning capabilities to optimize energy usage. Okay. It is written, thermostat regulate temperature by sensing the ambient temperature and activating heating or cooling system as needed. Then finally we have to discuss about the ductwork and distribution. So all of you know that ductwork is used in HVAC system for what purpose? To distribute heated or cooled air throughout a building. It consists of a network of metal or flexible tubes connected to vent in each room. So proper design and insulation of ductwork are essential for efficient HVAC operation and consistent comfort. Okay. So you can say that HVAC system play a critical role in providing thermal comfort, indoor air qualities and humidity control in residential, commercial and industrial setting. So this is all about an overview of HVAC system. Now the topics which we have covered in this session. First we have learned about what is heating, ventilation, air conditioning. Then we have seen about the air filtration and purification, control and thermostat. After that we have discussed the ductwork and distribution. So this is all about an overview of HVAC system. I hope all of you enjoy the session. See you in next one.